All right, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage. And today we're going to show you a little bit about how we pack a few things. We've had people ask in the past how we pack certain things. And we don't have a lot of great, weird things to pack today, but we do have a little variety. So we're going to dig into a few of them and show you how we pack some different things.
Yep.
I think?
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to show you how we pack 4 different things.
So as usual, we do have things to get packed up and out of here today. So we're going to jump into it and show you some of the things that sold over the weekend. And then some of those we'll pick out and show you how we pack them up. And the first thing that sold is what?
We sold a 2003 Mycene Vespa Madison outfit and shoes.
All right. You really can't see much here, but it's all in the bag.
It is.
It's a pair of doll pants and a shirt and shoes and scarf and whatever else is in there. It's a whole outfit.
It is.
That sold for how much?
$19.95.
All right. As far as shipping that'll probably just go in a padded envelope and it'll be out of here.
Correct. The next thing we sold was some of my Sparkle Butt jeans. We sold Rock Revival, Betty Boot, embellished denim jeans.
All right. So not much to look at there. Why do they say Betty Boop? They got Betty Boop on the back or
Betty
something?
Boot.
Betty Boot.
Boot.
Oh, not Betty Boop.
Those were some that we sold and the person sent them back because they didn't fit properly.
Yeah. We find we're starting to get that a lot with clothes, but these ones sold again for how much?
$49.99. This time they sold for full price. Last time they sold on an offer.
Yep. And we'll show you real quick how we actually pack our jeans when they go out.
Okay, so we have some Rock Revival Sparkle Butt jeans here. I'm going to try not to move them because they're noisy. But we are going to package them up. How much the jeans cost depends on how I pack them. If they're a $20 pair of jeans, they get 1 bag. If they're more than that, they get 2 when I package them up. So let me grab my shipping supplies and my thank you note and my sticker, and I'll be right back. Okay, we have 2 that's what they are, poly bags. We have 2 poly bags. I have my lovely thank you note and our sticker. I don't ship in these bags just because I use them for storage. That's why I use 2 poly bags. Let me take it out. Okay, I take my thank you stuff and I tuck it inside the jeans just so that I don't have to worry about it. And then we slide them in the first poly mailer. And fold it over and seal it. Squeeze out the air. Then I take it and put it, because these are $50 jeans, I attempt to put it in a second poly mailer. Slide it down. Fold it over. I do put a piece of tape on it just to make sure that it stays sealed. Excuse the tape noise. That is how we package a pair of jeans.
All right, what's the next thing that sold?
We sold a Monster High Draculaura Frights Camera Action Pink Belt.
So it's that little thing there. So if you're finding little accessories like this, don't always assume they're not worth listing. Some of them are. They don't sell for a lot.
Nope.
But they do sell fairly decently. People, when they have these type of dolls and action figures, they're always missing something, it seems like.
They acquire the doll from somewhere and they want to finish out the outfit to be proper, and so they will look for the pieces that they're missing. So
that weird little belt from a Monster High doll sold for how much?
$3.95.
Yep. And again, that will just go right in a padded envelope and it'll go out.
Yep, correct.
All right, the next thing that's sold is actually a plush, which we don't sell a ton of. We do sell some of. He's kind of weighted. His hooves are like
Is it just his hooves or is it his butt?
And his butt too. He's kind of weighted weird, but this big moose plush.
He is a Fiesta Fuzzy Folk Beanbag moose named Dakota.
Dakota, how fitting, he's coming from South Dakota.
Only we don't really have moose in South Dakota.
We don't, but we have Dakota in South Dakota.
We do. I think that came out of our storage unit.
Yeah, the first storage unit we bought.
Yep, the first storage unit, not the most recent one.
From last year. So
yep.
We're still selling stuff out of that. And what did our moose sell for?
He sold for $18 with free shipping.
And we will show you how we ship our plush when we get them.
Okay, now we're going to show you how we pack up Mr. Moose Dakota. He is just a plush. This is what we do with most of our plushes, unless they're, really cheap plushes. But We are going to take, and we have a bunch of small garbage bags that we put our plush in, we put some other stuff in. We put them in these little garbage bags so that we can keep them from getting wet. And you know, if they get wet, they get smelly, they get stinky, and we don't want that to get that way when the customer gets it. He doesn't want to go in the bag. Gotta squeeze the air out. Gotta grab a piece of tape. He is all but done up. Let me grab a box and our thank you note and our sticker. Okay, I grabbed a box that we'll use for it, our thank you notes that we had made, and our lovely sticker. We are gonna put him in a 12 by 6 by 6 bag box, not bag, box. Let me tape it up real quick. Don't like. Okay, the bottom is all taped up. Because he's plush, I don't put any padding in with him because if the box gets squished, he won't get hurt. So we're just gonna take him, drop him in there. Then we're gonna grab again our thank you note and our sticker. And then I'm just gonna seal up the box. When I am taping, I do make sure that our tape overlaps on the side, just to make sure that it doesn't come off in transit or for some reason. That is my moose in a box. Okay, the next thing we sold, we finally sold the final one of it. There is a return open for one of the other ones, but they ain't shipped it back yet, so we'll see. But we sold Polo, Ralph Lauren Polo Crest miniature bottle.
Yep, we got a bunch of these Polo colognes out of like a variety Christmas pack type set, and I think we mentioned before they didn't sell well as a set, but they did sell decent individually, and they sold for quite a bit more money individually. And like Graham said, we do have one with an open return, but it doesn't really seem like they're going to return it. They haven't yet.
We got a weird question on the green bottle that we had, like the green Polo, that said, does it smell like mint or does it smell like tobacco?
Don't know.
It did not smell like mint, I can tell you that.
So this little, I don't know, 2-ounce bottle or something?
It is a 0.5 fluid ounce bottle.
0.5, half an ounce bottle, sold for how much?
Sold for $39.99 with free shipping. It'll cost me like $4 to ship.
All right, what do we got next?
We sold, somebody's in the Christmas spirit.
Everybody's in the Christmas spirit.
We sold a Department 56, Holy Land, Little Town of Bethlehem, Caravansary Rooms at the Inn.
All right, so I'm gonna try really hard not to drop this, but this is it, and it's kind of wanting to come open a little bit. And this is a pretty big, heavy, breakable one with lots of little things that want to break.
Yep,
So
it's got sand on it.
this seems like a good one to show you guys how we ship our Department 56 on. But this piece right here sold for how much?
It sold for $45.99.
And we'll show you how we pack this one up. All right, so I think we're gonna get the harder one out of the way. We're gonna do the Holy Land here. We've got a Department 56. I gotta take it out of this box first just to make sure all the pieces are secure, to make sure the foam is on it right. So we always check these. You can kind of see it's trying to fall outside. It seems pretty secure in there, but I will probably put a piece of tape on the styrofoam just to hold it together a little better. And then we can box that back up. Now, in order to make sure this all stays together and this cover piece stays on the styrofoam, I'm going to go ahead and bubble wrap this with a couple layers of bubble wrap. All right, now we've got it all bubble wrapped. The bubble wrap doesn't protect a whole bunch, although it does add an extra couple layers to it. More than anything, it just keeps it all together so it can't wiggle around or get loose inside of its own styrofoam. Now we'll go ahead and pick a few boxes that this will fit in. And it looks like it'll fit in a 10-10-6, as long as it's inside measurements, which I think these are. We'll see if she'll fit. And you can see it does fit, but it's going to need a cap. So I've got two of these boxes. We're just going to cap the top, but we'll get our thank you note and stuff up here first. So there's our thank you notes and stickers that Graham's had made. Put those right on top and build our other box. Now when I'm doing these, I'll make sure that this seam right here doesn't line up on both sides as the same, so I'll rotate the box a little. Get a couple pieces on there just to hold it. And then just to make sure it's secure, we're going to run a few the long way here. And then we finish taping the top up. And that's it. The Holy Land should make it out of here now.
So, one of my favorite things lately to list and sell, even though I have 2 totes of them that I need to wash to list and sell, we sold some Tupperware. We sold a double spoon rest in a dark green color.
Yep. Would you call that a forest green? Hunter green?
Hunter green, probably. Green.
So it's a spoon rest. Something you put on your stove or your counter to put your spoons on while you're cooking. And that one sold for how much?
$4.99.
Throw that in the box?
Yeah, I don't. If it goes in a padded envelope and something.
Just to keep it from cracking on the edges?
Yep.
All right. All right. What sold next?
We sold a Harley Davidson Electra Glide owner's manual.
So not only just the repair manuals when we're picking up books like that, but any kind of a user's manual, an owner's manual for a car or a bike, we tend to look at when we see them. And Harley ones do pretty well for us.
That was in our lot of books that we did.
Yep, we bought 2 boxes of books recently, and this was one of those, and this is just a Harley user's manual that sold for how much?
$29.99 and free shipping.
Yep. So that sold for 2/3 of what we paid for the entire lot. So, and they're all profit at this point. We've made our money back on those.
Yes, we have.
And we'll actually show you how we ship our books out. They do go media mail, but we'll show you how we ship these out to make sure they arrive safe. All right, so we'll go ahead and pack up our Harley manual here. We do this with pretty much all the books that we ship out, regardless of the value of the book, just to make sure it gets there in good shape. So we'll go ahead and show you how we pack our books up. And the first thing we do is just grab some cardboard from our cardboard pile. Cut a piece off of there. And we just wrap it up like so, just kind of burrito in it. Protects the cover and makes sure that it can't get beat up too bad on the way there. Not that books would anyway, but it gives it a little extra protection. Throw just quick piece tape on that. And then those just go into a poly bag like this. If this was a really expensive book or something, I'd probably throw a few pieces of bubble on it and then put it in a bubble mailer. With these, I think we get away with just throwing them right into a poly bag. And remember, you can't put thank you notes or anything like that in these because they're going to ship media mail. Go ahead and seal that up. And then we will tape up the seams on this to make sure nothing's pullable so they can't get pulled apart here. And there you have it. That's our book.
Okay, we have still been selling some stuff out of our recent storage unit. A lot of the stuff I've listed.
What do you mean still? We just started
I
selling
know,
stuff.
but we continue to sell.
Well, we're going to continue to sell stuff out of that unit for a long time.
We better. But no, a lot of they had like gaming stuff, Xbox, PlayStation, whatever that I listed. They were quick cleanups and I listed them and they sold really fast. Yep. One of those things was a Guitar Hero / Band Hero. I didn't know there was a thing called Band Hero. Wireless guitar receiver for PS2 and PS3.
Yep. One of the dongles. And we found out that these little wireless dongles for the Guitar Hero stuff, we've heard they'd sold good before, but there's certain ones that sell for very cheap, like $12. Mm-hmm. And then there's some that sell as much as $40 and $50. So make sure you look them up by the actual model number on the back of them.
And also, the one nice thing about this one, and I've noticed it on the other one that we sold, it has that little tag on it that says guitar. There are some that say drums. There are some that say microphone, that type of stuff. They all have a little tag when you buy them that tells you what instrument it goes to.
Yep. And this one's for the PS2 or PS3,
yep.
So it's a more sought after model, I guess. Mm-hmm. And that sold for how much?
$39.99.
Yep, for that tiny little thing. So we'll actually put that in a small, like 4x4 box.
Yep.
Just to make sure it gets there safe and we don't have issues with it.
Correct.
And I think they're not in great shape, but I think there are 2 Guitar Hero guitars in the crummy unit, and they're not in very good shape. We'll have to look at them.
And I think they had them taken apart, like they had the, what do you call that piece, the neck?
Yeah, they haven't broke down.
Taken off of it so that they could fit in a box properly.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of shape they're in. They may sell decent too. We don't know yet. All right, as long as we're on games, what sold next?
In our last video, we sold an Xbox One controller out of our storage unit that was camouflage. This one is the same thing, so it's just an Xbox One wireless controller, but it is gray and teal.
Yep, so we got gray and teal, and they feel like they've never been used. I mean, all the buttons and everything are very, very tight, like a brand new controller, so they didn't get used much. And those ones sold for how much?
That one sold for $19.99, and it didn't require a whole lot of cleaning. I just wiped it off real quick.
Yeah, I think we had it listed for all of a day or two. They sold very quickly.
Yeah,
so.
that one sold really quickly. It sold, I think that one sold within like 8 hours.
Yeah, they sold fast.
And the other one sold, but then they canceled it, and then we sold it again. So,
yeah,
good deal.
So I think that's it. We're going to go ahead and get the rest of this stuff packed up so we can get to the post office today. And we're going to let you get out of here, and we will see you next time.
Hasta la vista, baby.